India and Pakistan were in a state of near war over this past fortnight. In the early 1980s, the United States and its former formidable nemesis, the Soviet Union, were in a similar situation. There was an extremely imminent likelihood of a nuclear war. It was against this backdrop that Yuri Andropov, a former chairman of the KGB, took over as leader of the Soviet Union. The Western media made him out to be the devil incarnate, a trigger friendly fanatic who would now rain down hell upon the Americas. While the world at large protested against nuclear militarization technology, neither Andropov nor the then American President Ronald Reagan were willing to back down. There was a very real fear in the minds of the American masses. Amongst them was a 10-year-old Samantha Smith. Upon returning from school one day, she noticed the latest Time magazine that had Andropov on its cover, the most feared figure in her country. Why is everyone so scared of him, Mom? I mean, has anyone even asked him if he wants war? Come now, dear, the grown ups are doing the talking. Leave it to them. But, Mom, why can't we just ask Mr. Andropov to not want war? It isn't as simple as that, darling. But, Mom, has anyone even tried? I'm going to write a letter to him. Samantha's mother smiled, not wanting to diffuse her daughter's enthusiasm. Sure, you do that, dear. And Samantha did. She wrote a letter to Yuri Andropov urging him for peace, while yet wondering if he might actually start a war. This letter, posted to the USSR by her father upon her insistence, as it turned out, was published in a prominent Russian newspaper, and this generated a lot of media attention. Everyone in both countries seemed to be mighty pleased with this heartwarming gesture. Everyone except Samantha. She did not have an answer from Mr. Andropov. So she wrote to the Soviet ambassador to the US asking when Mr. Andropov would be responding. In April 1983, 6 months after she had posted a letter, she received a reply from Andropov. He likened Samantha to the headstrong character of Becky Thatcher, Tom Sawyer's friend from Mark Twain's classic, the beloved American author who Andropov told Samantha was as popular with the children in Russia. He told Samantha that the Soviets did not want war. He told her about how the Russians and Americans had stood together, fighting as brothers and comrades against the Nazis, to ensure that the world would never see a war of that sort ever again. He assured her that peace, what he and his countrymen wanted, for their children's sake and for the sake of all the children in America. He then invited Samantha and her family to visit Russia, to come and see for herself. Samantha did. She visited Moscow and Leningrad, camped out with Soviet children, appeared on state television, met with dignitaries, and was hosted by several Soviet families. She became a powerful symbol of peace and goodwill, and the world seemed to take serious note of her action and intent. Could a child really make a difference? Samantha seemed to do so. And then, in 1985, she and her father boarded a flight together. It would crash and explode upon an attempted landing. There were no survivors. Samantha's innocent voice of reason was silenced forever. But she had shown the world that a heartfelt message can spark something totally unexpected. She built bridges where everyone else saw only borders. We all want to live. Let's let the Samantha who lives on in each of us